Are you a businessman or you're thinking of venturing into business? Now, for your product or service to sell, you need to invest massively into branding and brand visibility. Today on the program, we are talking about optics of your brand. Welcome on the Budding Entrepreneur, where on the program we feature Orac branding. Bonsoir, I'm Preston. Munene and Vanessa, welcome to the show. I would like to ask Munene first, what is Orac branding all about? Would you just explain how the idea came to reality and what you did?
Thank you. My name is Munene Gibera, co-founder Orac Branding, an integrated branding company that launches, grows, and reinvents businesses through digital, experiential, and promotional branding. So basically, we're in the business of helping businesses with visibility and engagement through various marketing and advertising channels. Yes.
He's mentioned 3 types of branding. Vanessa, welcome to the show also. So you just introduce yourself and then tell us these types of branding that you're dealing with for a layman outside there who doesn't understand what branding is or who just knows branding with these blanket things. But now what we are gathering from here, we have three types of branding that you're dealing with. Kindly just explain that to us.
Thank you. I'm Vanessa Mwaniki, co-founder of Orac Branding. And as Orac Branding, we like to approach branding in 3 stages: digital, promotional, and experiential. So digital is anything that is online. So here we are talking about social media, we are talking about websites. So it's just bringing your brand on an online platform. So how do you build your brand on an online platform? So that's digital branding. For promotional branding is all about creating awareness and promoting your brand, mostly offline. So you can do this through, billboards, advertising yourselves through the transit media, on the TV, radio, such kind of things, and that also includes branding of promotional materials, so t-shirts, banners, and all that. Then we come to experiential branding. So experiential branding is all about creating experiences for your customers so that you can relate with them in a more fun and in a way that they can get to know more about your brand. So it's all about experiences through maybe activations, brand activations, and anything fun that you can create for your brand and for your clients. Yes.
I just want to stay with Vanessa. I just want to understand, when did you, as Orac Branding, start, and which will this rally call for you to come together to found and run this company? What it is right now?
So we started on different journeys, but our paths came together. So for Munene, he started way before me. He started Orac Branding way before I joined, and he did it for a few years, and then I came in. So he started with the vision of, he was interested in advertising and all that. So he started a business in that line. And I, with my background in design and branding, so our paths crossed. And when our paths crossed, we saw that we have different strengths that when we bring together can make Orac Branding a good business, a great business. So that's how we came together through our same interest in the same kind of industry and bringing different strengths to make Orac even better.
Munene, Vanessa has a background of a totally different thing from branding. but she goes an extra mile to study branding on her own.
Yes.
And become who she is right now. For you, it is something you studied, or it is also passion and it came you went with it?
I think it's a mixture of so many things, even how I grew up. So when I was young, growing up, my dad used to come home with newspaper, and he used to make us read the newspaper. And as I read, I got really fascinated with the ads. Of course, at that time, I didn't know there were ads, but I was really interested. What are these things? So as I grew up, my passion, of course, I came to know there were advertising for businesses. And then now I started being interested in that industry. And so after high school, I got into Shangtao Media Arts College, and I did media science, graphics, animation. And then my world to advertising, was coming closer and closer. I met my classmates who had, brothers who had experience in the advertising industry. So they were giving me insights, knowledge. They were exposing me to events where I could meet advertising professionals. So that is how my journey to marketing and advertising started. And of course now, there are things you don't learn in school. So now with the passion, you have to now nurture the skills and the knowledge. Yes.
You're speaking about meeting people into advertising and all that. And you were now running Orac. Before you started, what made you think this is a venture that I should enter into? Because marketing and branding corporates and companies have been there ever since. And judging from your age, I'm sure you found so many of them, especially in the country, let's say in the city.
Yes.
What made you decide that this is where I should venture and this is the camp I'm going to feel and this is the niche?
Thank you. I'll start with a brief background of my business journey. So I didn't start with branding. I was a chicken farmer, and I also had a kiwanja in Gikomba. And so I used to mix those two businesses. We used to wake up very early to be in Gikomba by 5:30 so that you pick the bales. And then now the good thing about that is that by 1 p.m. you're done with Gikomba. So now you go back home and you take care of the chickens. So I used to interact with many small business owners. And one of the things that was coming up was, how do you market? And they didn't know I had a passion for marketing. So we were just having random conversations that, one of their issues is marketing. So, and this was a very good foundation for me to fuel my passion for marketing. That now, one, you have a passion. Two, the conversations you're having, people are saying they really like to know how to market. So that was a big driver of starting Orac branding. And of course, that also was a contributor to the solutions we were about to bring to the marketing space. We told ourselves, hey, we can really focus on micro and small businesses in terms of pricing, in terms of knowledge, and in terms of delivery. So that is what we came up with in this sector. Yes.
Skills, passions, connection, and the X factor, 4 of the many things that make Orac branding stand out. We take a short break. When we come back, we shall be hearing more from Vanessa and Munene, the co-founders of Orac branding. Don't you go away. We'll be right back.